Can you hear me now? Hello, hello. Okay, you can hear me now. I will rejoin Discord on the computer. Enchilada, Fire Emblem is still here. Here's Fire Emblem. I just switched away from it because I have an OLED TV and I don't like to walk away from the TV. Da, 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 da. Okay, now I'm in the voice chat on my computer. But my headphones are plugged in, so I can't hear you.
Why?
Okay. 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 I'm hearing myself echo. Why am I echoing? I'm hearing myself echo. Why am I echoing?
Oh my gosh. What did you try?
I guess I better get off of Discord. Okay. I guess we're going to have to do the. I'll just give the tour, and I'll have to do this later. Okay, so down here, my old TV is my monitor for viewing the chat. And I've got a new computer down here. This Dreamcast does not normally go there, but it was there for video production reasons because I needed to plug it in via composite. And then this is basically Drum's computer now. It's where he installs all his emulation stuff. So that is how we do emulator stuff easily. It's basically like a console now. This NES normally goes down there, but again, I like just finished like 3 weeks of crunching on a massive video, so that's why some things are not where they should be. But see, there's where like the normal HD systems are. Also, this is the 8-disc Final Fantasy VII remake. Final Fantasy VII remake soundtrack. Yes. It's fine. So anyway, I'm not used to doing things, while I'm holding a phone. I'm like being a real streamer now or something, but I can't handle it. So yeah, these were the, decoration, right? Decoration. This is Sandy's room, aka the laundry room. But she's at my parents' house right now. See? Decoration. Decoration. Okay, so this room is now my office. And also where the library is. So Nintendo stuff is on this wall. Like books and magazines and reference material over here, and then the CDs, my soundtracks as well. That's a Nopon that Tavi made years and years ago. That wall is the PlayStation stuff. This is the Sega stuff, which is not as much as it could be, I guess. This is the Xbox stuff. So the reason I moved all the games upstairs was, for one, the analog systems are up here now. And also, oftentimes I need to shoot video, like with games in it. And I shoot video in the studio here. Which I was just shooting the last shot for this documentary. And this is, I wanted to have like a everyone is here moment at the end. So I set up this shot on my slider, you know, so this is like everyone is here. Except for Game Gear. Game Gear's not here. Neo Geo is also not here. 3DO is not here. And CDI is not here. I have a Game Gear in here. But I think it's in here. But it's, where is it? There it is. It's nasty. Look at that. I bought it as junk. It's, I bought it, for $8, just to have, to be able to shoot video of a system with bad capacitors, because Game Gears usually have bad capacitors. Now, most of these systems, like here, aren't actually my main versions of them. Is this Dreamcast? No, that's my Dreamcast with my Shenanigans card in it. That is my main Master System, but I never play it. I guess that's kind of my main GameCube. But a lot of these are just like B-roll systems or other variants that I need to have, because certain variants you have to hook up, to show this or that. See, over here is where I keep my console, my consoles that I just leave opened up so I can shoot B-roll of them, see? That's a PS3 Slim right there. No, you didn't see a Sega CD. This is the guest bedroom. See, more CRTs in here. Some Atari and Commodore junk. A fake arcade cabinet. Kind of a mess in there right now. But anyway, this is the new room. Which is, again, a mess because I just finished this video. So, over here, this stuff is kind of mostly sets. Sets for backgrounds, and also, this here, so I can demonstrate stuff right on a PC CRT and on a consumer CRT, and then display whatever I want for various backgrounds and things. And, here's a tall one that I can, play light gun games on standing up, or also use for backgrounds. And Atari games in here, because they aren't actually a real part of my collection. Over here, actually, some of these systems that are normally hooked up here and here are in the studio right now, because I was shooting that shot with a bunch of systems in it. But over here, like I set up like stuff with like composite and S video so that I can like I can record those signals when I need to, without like, you know, making too much of a mess of things. And I've got like complicated mess of switchers and stuff. But look at that. Look at that wire management. That's not bad. But this is like the main setup in the room where I set up like my main analog consoles. So these are like the main PVMs. And the systems are hooked up in these drawers, which was extremely complicated to make it do. And I wish I came up with an idea that was less work. But see, I had to have these pipes coming out the back. And I had to bundle the wires very carefully so that they move in the same way every time so they don't get caught up. Now, the Saturn and Dreamcast are not in there right now, but see, like the PlayStation stuff's in here, you know, so pretty complicated, and I'm going to do a video on it sometime. So I use this. This is actually a 3D PlayStation TV, but I use it as a mirror of my side monitor here. And there's a portal through the wall. So that's how I capture all my analog stuff, and also how I can stream analog stuff from that room. And this is my main editing computer, so that's how I get all that connected. Let's see if the render finished. Looks like it did. Looks like it did. But it's not going to be the final render. It's just a interim render. Yeah, this is analog. That timeline right there is Analog Frontiers Part 2. And see this shot right here? There's a reason. See? All these controllers on the floor wasn't just an accident. There was reason behind it, you see? There was reasons for it. And all those systems connected in the other room, the timeline's really sluggish. Or not connected, but there's stuff there. See, there's reason. See, this is why I want the games up here. Because when I shoot B-roll of games, I used to have to bring them upstairs and downstairs all the time. But see, yeah, there's all these CRTs are hooked up. This I would like to get hooked up, but it's the connections you have to use on it are weird. But see, these are decorative. See, decorative CRTs. So, yeah, that is to explain to Xavier and you, dear chat, what is going on here. Here are my VHS tapes. Let's see, that CRT I can shoot off of. Because I don't want no like digital upscaling and my documentary. No. I don't want no JPEG artifacts. I'm gonna hide that crap. Gotta hide that crap on a CRT. That's how we do it. No, I don't have any CRT from back in the Delaware days. That one at the side came from work. No idea what happened to any old CRTs that I might be the original owner of. Yeah, Sandy's at my parents' house because I was too boring while I was working on finishing this up. So, yeah, I guess I'm going to turn this off and get back on Discord and get Fire Emblem back up. So, see you all in a moment.